I started giving you whispers, only as a test, only as a game. I wanted to see what you would do with a little push, a little nudge, a little, it's possible. You greedy little things, you had no control. I whispered, you on fire, you burn the forest down. I whispered, you want empire, you put chains on half the town. I whispered, you want gold, you sailed across the sea and came back with skeletons and called it destiny. I whispered, you want sickness, you weaponized the rats, the death that swept the ancient ports, you blame the dogs and cats. It was a test, a little game, to see if you could stop, but you don't have that gear, do you? You just want more, more, more! Look at you now, look at you now! I gave you a match, you burned the whole cow. You asked for an inch, I gave you a mile. Now you're standing in rubble and forcing a smile. Look at you now! I whispered, you won holy war, you marched beneath the cross. You killed the ones who prayed different and called it no loss. I whispered, you want new lands, you sailed across the western waves. You gave them blankets filled with death and called the graves brave. I whispered, you want order, you built the camps at dawn. I whispered, you want peace, and you dropped the blinding sun. I thought you'd learn, I thought you'd stop, but no, you asked for more. More land, more blood, more bodies piled behind a closing door. Look at you now, look at you now. I gave you a whisper, you taught yourself how to lie, to cheat, to sell, to buy, to watch a child suffer and not ask why. Look at you now. Then you asked for something new, not land, not gold, not war. You asked for control without responsibility. I whisper, the box that speaks lies 24 hours. You built a screaming glass. I whispered, a machine that feeds on your fear. You built the rage that lasts. And you asked the secrets, I showed you the private island. You built the fights, the files, the quiet rooms where children learn to cry in silence. The powerful, the famous, the ones who smiled for cameras. I didn't make them, I just whispered, no one will know. You built the palace, you hid the photo, you looked away when the door closed slow. Look at you now, look at you now. I gave you a whisper, you showed me how to destroy, to lie, to cheat, to kill, to drink the blood and call it through. Look at you now. Look at you now. But that was just the rehearsal. You want to know the real plan? The Eastern War? That's not a war. That's a door. When it spreads, and it will spread, half the world will die. Not from bombs, from hunger, from water, from silence, from supply lines you forgot you needed. And when the dust settles, only 24 flags left to fly. 24, that's the number, that's the blueprint you didn't get from me. You got it from each other. I just whispered, it's possible. You screamed, show me the budget, show me the timeline, show me who lives and who doesn't. I've watched species die before, but you're the first one that applauded. I created the whisper. You built the machine, and now the machine doesn't need me. It It's writing its own whispers now. Algorithms deciding who lives. Glass boxes smiling through genocide. Children on islands you forgot about. You failed the test before I finished asking it. Look at you now! Look at you now! I gave you a match, you burned the whole world down! So, what are you gonna do about it? Pray. I wrote those books. Protest? I own those streets. Vote? Darling, I count those votes.